Well, plenty of chat about the new Kilmarnock plastic pitch. Plenty of chat also about Motherwell's poor start to the Premiership season. Both elements would come crashing together this weekend. Commentary comes from Liam McLeod.
Kilmarnock will be looking to build on their win at Ross County last weekend, but if they are to do that, it will be without Craig Slater and new signing Michael Ngoo, who are both injured. Northern Irish international Sammy Clingan and Robbie Muirhead are brought into the fold. Motherwell have lost their last two in a stuttering start to the season. Stuart McCall is satisfied. Henriko Yama is fit enough to begin, having returned on loan from Legia Warsaw. Lee Irwin and David Ferguson have joined the ever-growing injury list. This is Muirhead. Sizes it up. And little wonder. Wonderful goal for Robbie Muirhead. Well, he has lashed this one past Twardzik. Might have moved in the wind on its way through, because it did seem to go right through the keeper. Was misjudged by Magennis. He's under pressure from Magennis, who gets the better of him. He's got Muirhead waiting. Well, he decided to go it alone, and he might be living to regret that now. Magennis. Obadeyi, who's looked lively in the infancy of his Kilmarnock career. Magennis, who also has been, and he's denied by Twardzik again. It is all Killie. Well, they're looking for a second, and the way things are going, it looks like it's only a matter of time. Long ball for Sutton to chase. He's in behind here. Was he clipped by Pascali? That's the question Motherwell are asking now of Willie Collum, who says no. Don Sutton tried to stay on his feet. That may well have cost him and his team on that occasion, if he was indeed clipped by the Italian. Lasley. Oh, did that come off the arm of Chantler? Willie Collum and his assistant choosing to ignore that one. Well, McManus is crumpled to the ground. This is Magennis. Well, the Kilmarnock fans are warming to Josh Magennis, who we only saw fleetingly while he was at Aberdeen. Oh, and then there's a bad challenge there. That could be a red card for Kerr. He's gone right in on Jamie Hamill here. Very late. Very ugly. And it's red for the Motherwell defender. Clingan favourite. Absolutely majestic from Sammy Clingan. And that will surely be the points. Double jeopardy for Motherwell. They lose a man and they lose another goal. This is good build-up. Rolled in by Magennis to McKenzie. And then over from O'Hara. Really good Kilmarnock performance, this one, on the artificial turf. This is Cairney. Eremenko to McKenzie to Magennis. It's just not going in for Josh Magennis. He's done everything but score.
Delighted, real team performance. There was at times we passed the ball really well, and there was at times at the game as well when Motherwell put a bit of pressure on us. We defended really well as well, so really pleased.
I don't think there's a debate that he clipped him. I think John's just an honest person. He wanted to try to score a goal, and he tried to stay on his feet, and then he tumbled with his momentum. I think if he'd have just gone down on contact, it'd have been a red card, and Pascali would have been off. But yeah, little things like that can change football games.
Great result for Kilmarnock, presumably the pumping beats coming from the home dressing room. In terms of Robbie Muirhead and Josh Magennis as well, Stephen, looks like Killie might have a good strike partnership on their hands all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, they both had good games yesterday. Obviously, Muirhead scoring, but they had a number of attempts on goal. That's probably not his best one.
No.
But they both looked a real threat throughout the match. And you know, I worked with Josh last year at St Mirren,
yeah.
And he's got all the attributes to go very far in the game. This is the goal. I feel as though the defender backs off the Robbie Muirhead when he takes his touch. You've got to go to the ball. And he invites him to hit the shot, and it's a great strike again, possibly straight at the keeper. But Big Josh, as I was saying, he's got tremendous attributes: pace, power, directness,
finishing.
That's one thing I'm going to say. I think Josh needs to add that to his game.
Yeah.
I think it's one thing that's been missing from his game is the amount of goals that he scores. But
he's got attributes, hasn't he, Tom? I mean, like presence, pace, power, as you're talking about.
Aye.
And they've got a bit of competition for places now as well. Come on, Ngoo, Obadeyi. I mean, you could throw Lee Miller there as well. So, Motherwell haven't got that competition. They've got maybe Ayama and Sutton, maybe Bob McHugh. Yeah. So it just shows you, come on, I've got a good squad about them, good depth.
Let's talk about Motherwell, Billy, in that case. It's been a pretty horrible start to the season for them, apart from that win against St Mirren, of course. In terms of decisions yesterday, could they feel hard done by, and should Manuel Pascali have been sent off?
Yeah, when we have a look at it, maybe John Sutton has...
he's done him a favour by not going to ground straight away, hasn't he?
For his experience, you would think he would just take... Because Pascali goes to try and trip him. Kerr goes off later on in the game, so that's the fine lines we're talking about. They've overachieved, there's fine lines this year.
Is this Chris Chantler a penalty?
Stonewall for me.
Handball,
definitely. Emotions his arm towards the ball. You can see it, so... it's not been spotted by the linesman. Maybe? Well, the linesman should spot it, perhaps.
And was this a sending off Fraser Kerr?
Well, I think it's a definite sending off. The argument that Stuart McCall was saying that the play should have been stopped, it's the referee's discretion to stop the play.
Kerr stops him.
With Magennis on the ground,
Kerr stopped him with a size 9, but I think the argument was with Magennis being down on the ground, should the game have been stopped? But that is the referee's discretion, but there's no doubt it was a red card. I mean, it was very reckless.
Out of these two sides, which would you say is most likely to finish in the top 6?
It's difficult to write Motherwell off with the consistency levels they've reached in the last 3 years, but I just feel they've missed Sean Hutchison leaving. I think he's a really big miss for them. And Kilmarnock are playing with a lot of confidence, so I'm going to say both.
Typical Fudge. Thanks, Stephen. Yes.